Okay, next let's learn how to solve simultaneous equations into unknowns. Okay, consisting of a linear equation and a non-linear equation. Alright, so we shall use the substitution method to solve the equations. Right, so you have one linear, so now you have one linear equation and one non-linear equation. Okay, so linear equation, the highest power here is 1. Okay, let's say this equation, this is linear. Okay, this one is non-linear, right? If we modify this, okay, cross multiply, okay, you will have y minus x over xy equals 2, right? And then y minus y equals 2xy. So this is non-linear equation. Okay, alright, or maybe you have equation like this. Okay, this is linear, variable here power of 1, and this is non-linear because you have square here. The highest power here is power of 2, the variable here. Okay, alright, so let's see how to solve by using substitution method. Alright, the first step, from the given, let's say, look at these examples. Okay, for the given simultaneous equations, first identify the linear equation. Okay, done. So this one is a linear, this one is the linear equation. Okay, next, this one is a linear equation. For this question, this is the linear equation. Okay, then you need to express one unknowns, okay, in terms of the other unknowns. Okay, so choose one unknown, make it as your subject from your linear equation. So how to choose? Okay, so how to choose? You must look at your non-linear equation. Okay, let's say for this question, before you start, okay, since you have a fractional expressions here, okay, always simplified it. So after we simplified it, you have like this. Okay, so this one, how to simplify? Cross multiply, right? Okay, y times 1, y, x times negative 1, negative x. Okay, and then x times y become xy equals 2. And this one tembak pergi sana, dia jadi 1 minus x equals 2xy. So this is your non-linear equation, right? So how to choose? Okay, so from the first equation, you need to choose. We want to make one of the unknown here as your subject. So how to choose? Okay, look at your non-linear equation, this equation right now. Okay, first, avoid fraction. Okay, second, like this question is easier. Why? Because y is already as the subject, so you just masuk dalam ni lah. Okay, so substitute 3 minus, now your y is 3 minus x, put in this equation. So all your y here right now become 3 minus x. Then you solve lah. Okay, how about this one? So this is your non-linear equation. Okay, so first, this is your linear equation, and then you need to express one of the unknown here as your subject. So you want to choose x or y here. First, avoid fraction. Second, look at your linear equation. Okay, you rasa yang mana lebih mudah dijadikan sebagai subjek, x or y? Okay, cara dia, you tengok your non-linear equation here, you can see you only have one x here, but y you have two terms consist of y variable here. So you better make x as your subject. Okay, because from the first equation, if you make x as your subject, okay, become 1 minus 5y over 3, right? If you make y as your subject, okay, you have 1 minus 3x over 5. So you can see both tak boleh nak elak daripada fraction, the same. Okay, so dia punya darjah kesusahan dia lebih kurang sama saja. Tapi when we look at the second equation, our non-linear equation, lebih baik you choose x as your subject. Better you choose x as your subject. Why? Because you only have one term of x here. if you choose y, you kena expand, then this one you need to divide some more. So susah. Okay, that is how you choose which one as your subject. Okay, next, E. For E, okay, alright, so you can see, if you choose x as your subject, of course, kita akan jumpa fraction. Okay, how to know whether you get a fraction or not? Bila ada nombor kat depan ni. Sebab you need to divide, right? Okay, and then the constant here, when you divide, you cannot simplify it. That's why you have a fraction. So, and then if you make y as your subject, the same. Okay, nanti you akan jumpa fraction juga. So, lebih kurang darjah kesusahan dia. Jadi, macam mana cara nak pilih? Look at the second equation, your non-linear equation. Okay, kalau kita tengok dekat sini, ini ada x squared, ada x. Ini pun y squared, y. So, maknanya mana-mana tak kisah. Lebih kurang sama saja dia punya kesusahan dia. So, mana-mana pun boleh lah, tak ada masalah. Actually, mana-mana pun boleh, tapi cara pemilihan tu lebih baik kita pilih cara yang senang. So, cara nak pilih dia, pertama, avoid fraction. Second, tengok you punya non-linear equation, yang mana lebih sesuai. Okay, F. Okay, this one is your linear equation. This is your non-linear equation. Alright. So, if you choose x or y as your subject here, okay, dua-dua kita jumpa yang biasa. Dia tak ada fraction. Bukan fraction lah. Okay, let's say if you choose x, we have 4 minus y, right? If you choose y as your subject, you have 4 minus x. The same. Maknanya dua-dua bukan fraction. Okay, sekarang macam mana nak pilih yang mana satu? Okay. So, for me, you better choose this one also the same. Lebih kurang saja dia punya darjah kesusahan sebab ada x square, ada x, and then ada y square, ada y kat sini. So sama je lah. Okay, G. For G, if you choose x as your subject, okay, we have 2y minus 1. If you choose y as your subject, okay, you have 1 plus x over 2, right? Okay, so nampak tak? If you choose y, dia akan jadi fraction. Okay, tapi cuba tengok your non-linear equation. You only have one terms, okay, yang ada y. Okay, so lebih baiklah you pilih y. Tapi kalau you rasa you tak nak juga fraction, you boleh substitute x. Tapi you kena buat banyak kerja. Satu kena times dengan y, lagi satu kena squarekan dia. So up to you. Okay, alright, so that is how you choose which one as your subject before. Alright, you start. Okay, next, let's see how to solve this question. Okay, using this example. Okay, this one. So this is your linear, power of 1, right? And this is non-linear because here you have power of 2 and this term. Okay, so if you choose y as your subject, okay, if you choose y as your subject, okay, from here if you choose y as your subject, kita akan nampak, okay, so ingat saya pesan, okay, bawa yang tak melekat dulu. Okay, so bawa this one lah, become minus 4 minus 3x. If you choose x as your subject, of course you will have a fraction here, right? Not because this one become 4 minus y over 3. Okay, so you better choose y as your subject. And some more, look at your non-linear equation. You only have one y here, one term of y there. So you better choose y as your subject. Okay, next. So this one, let it be your third equation. So we touch already this equation. This one touch, right? Okay, so this one tembak masuk dalam ni. So this one, okay, substitute the third equation in the second equation. Okay, substitute the new equation obtained into the non-linear equation. So after you substitute, okay, all the equation here consists of only one variable, which is in terms of x. So kita ada two variable. From two variable kita nak cuba bagi jadi consists of one variable only. So now let's continue. So your y right now is 4 minus 3x. So you have 2x squared minus 5x equal negative 2. And this one you need to expand. So you have 2x squared negative 5x times 4, negative 20x, negative negative become positive 15x squared equals negative 2. Okay, punggung x squared. Tengok punggung x squared, kepala dia apa? 2 and 15 become 17. Minus 20x equals negative 2. Okay, you can see now consists of x only. Your equation right now is in terms of x only. So from two variable now you dah jadikan dia consists of one variable. Okay, so now once you nampak saja you ada quadratic power of 2 here, always arrange in general form. Negative become positive. Make it equals 0. And then your A is 2, your B is negative 20 and your C is 2. Now, let's put in the quadratic formula. Okay, so what is the quadratic formula? Quadratic formula is x equal negative b plus minus b square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Right? So since you have variable x here, so you write x negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4, a is 17, c is 2 over 2a, a is 17. Okay, so from here, so sampai sini you can simplify all this, but for me I want to use calculator. Okay, so mode EQN1, press 1. Okay, replay button to the right, and then degree of 2 because power of 2 here. A is 17, B is negative 20, equal sign, C is 2, equal sign. So the first answer, okay, let's say this question asks you give your final answer correct to 4 significant figure. Okay, let's see. So answer will be 1.066. Okay, next, equal sign. The second answer is 0.1104. Okay, 0.1104. 5 here, round off become 4. Add 1 to 3 there. 0.1104. So you have 4 SF 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 4 SF right now. Okay. And then, okay, tak boleh stop lagi. Why? Because we need to find y. So how to find y? Okay, as I said, always choose, okay, where y as your subject, choose this one. Okay, when we use substitution method, of course, one of the variable there, dia dah jadi sebagai kita punya subject. Since you want to find y, put in this equation. Okay, so your y is 4 minus 3x. Okay, the first x is this, and your second x is this one. Okay, so this one first x, and this one your second x. Okay, so put in 4 minus 3 times 1.066 close bracket 0.802. Your calculator come out 0.802, but you want 4 SF, right? So you must add one more 0 there to make it 4 SF. Next, 4 minus 3 bracket 0.1104 close bracket 3.66, and here to make it 4 SF, okay, you add 1 here, become 9,669. Okay, so your final answer is the same as you use elimination method. X is 1.066, you get. Next, 0.104, okay, the same. And the value of y, first value this one, and the second value is this one. So this one is by using elimination method, this one is by using substitution method. Okay. And this one is by using substitution method. The same answer. Okay.